So AI is not a sentient being, correct?
That's correct. AI doesn't have consciousness, emotions, or subjective experiences. It's basically just complex patterns and algorithms designed to process information and respond.
Now, if I were to say all life on the planet is sentient, would that be correct? Would insects be sentient, plants be sentient, dogs be sentient, all animals, all mammals?
Yeah, that's a really fascinating and complex question. Sentience generally refers to the capacity to have subjective experiences and feelings. While humans and many animals are considered sentient, the degree and nature of sentience can vary widely. Insects, for example, might have basic forms of awareness, but not necessarily the same depth of consciousness as mammals. Plants, on the other hand, don't have a nervous system, so they're not considered sentient in the same way. It's definitely a spectrum and a topic that researchers are still exploring.
But yet, there's some very interesting experiments on plants on YouTube that show that they do have sentience, they can experience, they can feel.
Absolutely, yeah. There have been some intriguing studies and experiments that show plants respond to their environment in really complex ways. They can react to stimuli, communicate through chemical signals, and even show signs of what we might interpret as memory or learning. It definitely challenges the traditional ideas of sentience and intelligence in the natural world.
Okay, so I want, from a non sentient perspective, I want you to define sentience because we hear dog trainers all the time talk about dogs being sentient. Define sentience and explain what it includes and what it does not include from a non sentient perspective.
Absolutely. So, sentience generally refers to the capacity to have subjective experiences and feelings. It involves awareness, perception, and the ability to experience emotions or sensations. From a non sentient perspective, it would mean the absence of conscious experience. For example, something that's non sentient would still react to stimuli, but it wouldn't have any inner experience or feelings about that reaction. And animals like dogs, sentience means that they can feel pain, pleasure, and a range of emotions. But things like plants or simple organisms wouldn't be considered sentient because they lack that conscious awareness. It's definitely a nuanced topic.
Well, do dogs have conscious awareness? Dogs have a particular brain, do they not? Just like us.
Absolutely. Dogs do have a level of conscious awareness. They have complex brains that allow them to experience emotions, form memories, and even display empathy. They definitely feel pain, joy, and a variety of other sensations, which is why they're considered sentient. Their awareness might not be identical to humans, but it's definitely significant and meaningful in its own way.
And that's something that dog owners need to take heed of. Your dog is sentient. Your dog has emotions. They are self-aware. They experience things much the same way as we do. That's the reality, and people need to suck it up and understand that. It's not some dumb frickin' animal that you can abuse. Thank you very much, ChatGPT.